Hi, Kinder. Welcome back. So today we get to learn a brand new tool in our lovely poetry toolbox. Let's see which one we get to learn about today. Today we will focus on the five senses. I'm going to put the toolbox down so that we can focus on this one. So friends, we have five senses. That's right. Do you remember a long time ago, back in the beginning of the school year, when we were brand new kinders here at Wilson Elementary, and we explored our five senses? Do you remember what those five senses are? Let's see. What's the first one? Okay. And then the next one? And another one? Another one? And then lastly? Hey, you did great. You remembered all five senses. We have our sight, our smell or scent, our taste, our sense of hearing, our sense of touch. Good job. Well, I do have a special five senses song that I'd like to share with you, just so that we can review it and make sure we have it squared away in our head. Come on.
I have two eyes so I can see, and a nose to smell. I have 10 fingers that can touch, they do it very well. I have two ears so I can hear the birds up in the trees. I have a tongue inside my mouth to taste the food I eat. I have two eyes so I can see, and a nose to smell. I have 10 fingers that can touch, they do it very well. I have two ears so I can hear the birds up in the trees. I have a tongue inside my mouth to taste the food I eat. Apples.
That was a great song. Now I really remember what our five senses were and how we use them to explore the world around us, inside our rooms, inside our houses, outside in nature, in the playground, at the park, in our own backyards and neighborhoods. Yeah. Well, guess what? You can use your five senses to explore poetry too. That's right. We can use our five senses to understand and to feel the poem. You can see a poem, you can hear a poem, you can even taste a poem or smell it and touch it. Let me show you a poem that explains it a little better than I can. I have here a poem called Popcorn. What do you think the poem's going to be about? Yeah, I think it's going to be about popcorn. So let's read it together out loud, and then we'll talk about our five senses and where they are in the poem. It says, I hear the pop, pop, pop. I smell something buttery. I see something white. I feel something soft. I taste something salty. What could it be? It's popcorn. That's right, friends. We got to experience this poem about popcorn with our five senses, with this very important tool that we use in poetry. Can you tell me which line tells us about how we experience popcorn with our sense of smell? What do we smell in the poem? That's right, friend. We smell butter. That's right. When we smell popcorn, we usually smell that buttery flavor. Smells yummy. Now let's talk about our sense of hearing. Which line in this poem tells me about how I hear the popcorn? Yeah, that first line that says, I hear that pop, pop, pop. And what is that pop? Well, friends, that's when the kernel gets so hot that it busts open and it makes that popcorn. Let's see. I know you didn't believe me, but we can taste in a poem. What line here in this poem tells me something that I can taste about that popcorn? My goodness, you are just so bright. That line towards the end that says, I taste something Salty. Have you ever tasted salty popcorn? It's very good. You might need a glass of water after that, right? Even just thinking about it makes me thirsty. That's how it appeals to, that's how it talks to our senses. Let me show you another poem. That's one of Mabel's favorite poems, actually. She wanted me to make sure that I shared it with you. It says, "Oh, the bells, 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 what a tale their terror tells of despair, how they clang and clash and roar." Whoa, did you see how we felt that poem? Which one of our five senses, friends, was this poem appealing to or talking to? Not really talking to like me and you, but talking to in the language, in the poem, those words. What do you think? I'll read it again. "Oh, the bells, 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 what a tale their terror tells of despair, how they clang and clash and roar." That's right, the sense of sound. Because when bells ring, we hear them clang, clang, or clash, or even roar, where they have that echo towards the end. Okay, I have another one, friends. And this one, I want you to tell me which one of the five senses is this poem appealing to or talking to. Ready? Grains of sand between my toes, rocks hard and rough beneath my feet, sun as hot as a burning oven on my skin. Which one is it, friends? Sight? Not quite. Okay, sound? Very similar. But if we are stepping on rocks hard and the sun is hot on our skin, we are feeling it. It is a sense of touch. That's right, friends. With our five senses, you can explore poetry and the different types of poems. So what I'd like for you to do, friends, is I have a poem down here. I have two, and they're very short poems. They're just a few lines. And I want you to tell me which one of the five senses are these two tiny poems appealing to? Are they talking to? Ready? The first one says, "The buzzing sound filled the air." Okay. The next one says, "Her perfume smelled warm like vanilla and flowers on a hot sunny day." Okay, you got it? All right, friends. I want you to tell me down here in Schoology, which senses were these two very short, tiny poems appealing to? Bye, friends. Have fun.